One of the worst decisions I've ever made in my life landed me on a bus at night in Paris Island. It was me and many other recruits, Marine recruits. I forget exactly how many. Maybe it was 30 or 40 on the bus. And the door to the bus opens. Click, 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 click. Up comes this drill instructor. He's wearing his dark green cover, Eagle Globe and Anchor in the middle. He's wearing his dark green camis, and we all know what this is based off of the videos we've seen on YouTube and the disc that our recruiters gave us. We know this is a drill instructor, and we know this is the beginning. And so he's speaking with this very strained voice. He's like, "Hey, you are in Paris Island," and he's giving us the whole spiel. This was in 2015. I can't remember exactly what he says, but he ends up telling us to get off the bus. Left side, get up and get out. Go to the yellow footprints outside. They go. The other side gets up. They go. And I remember I walked very slow. I've always been a very slow talker, slow walker. So by the time I got out there, it wasn't any more footprints left. I was all the way in the back. So I never stood on the footprints. But the drill instructor, he's standing there in front of us. He's giving us the spiel. You know, this marks your transition into Marine Corps. And this and that. And then he tells us that we aren't going to say the word I. Instead, we will say this recruit. He's saying that we say I, sir, after everything. He tells us to do something is I, sir. He wants us to answer a question as yes, sir, no, sir. He marches us up to the steps, and he tells us this will be the first and last time you ever walk through these hatches. And you know what happens next. We walk through the hatches, and boom, it was on. And I was thinking of what led me to this moment. What led me to this moment, and as far back as I can remember, it was every time I heard of the Marine Corps, it was always about honor, courage, commitment. How these guys are the best of the best. How everyone is they just respect the Marine Corps, and I wanted to be a part of that. On top of that, in the environment that I grew up in, I didn't really have that many skills. Certainly not social skills, and I was going to be able to learn them in my current environment. And so I had to go into a place where I could be taught that. And if I was going to go into the military, I wanted them to be the best of the best, which was the Marine Corps, and that's how I ended up there. When you go into that building, you will be up for 3 days. Everything you do with speed, volume, intensity. If they tell you to do this, you hurry up and run there. They tell you to do this, you hurry up and run there. You are screaming the whole entire time. You must scream at the top of your lungs. And so I forget exactly in what order, but I do remember they tell us to go to this big room. It's probably was the size of around what 4 or 5 big living rooms combined, and the floors were white, the walls were white. It's a long rectangle, and it's around say 68 people. We're all sitting together, and next to us is also a platoon, is what it's called. And I remember I was speaking with this guy. His name started with a C. I'm gonna call him Calvin. It was this black guy from Tennessee. Very cool. He was bald headed. He wore these glasses. He was very serious. And I remember I was speaking to him, and I was asking him what landed him there. And I just remember he was a very serious person. But we exchanged a few laughs. Um, I mean, and he ended up being my friend throughout basic training. But here in this room, they were issuing us a lot of gear. They was giving us sea bags. They were giving us uh, packs. They were giving us, just a whole bunch of materials that we would keep all throughout basic training, and everything was very systemic. Hey, the drill instructor will come in there. I want the first four people to get up. You will come up, grab this, and this, and then you will move back to where you were. The next four will get up and do the same thing and repeat all the way up until everyone in the platoon has this piece of gear. So that's how it worked. We would get up, do that, and boom, we will move on to the next processing room. So the next one was, it was a lot of things, but in this particular room, we were signing a paper. I believe it was like a sort of like, if we were to die, then our possessions will go to this person. So we went inside this room, and there was this drill instructor sitting up front. I remember he was very relaxed. I believe he was Hispanic. He was very relaxed. It was a big room with desk, the sort of desk that you would find at a school. So we all got in there. We sat down. It was we separated from other platoons, so it was our specific platoon, around 68 odd people, and they hand out sheets of paper. They hand out these little pencils, and he's instructing us the whole way through. Hey, if this applies to you, I want you to sign here, here, and here. If you do not want this, you will sign here, here, and here. And I believe it was also there where we chose the bank that we wanted to be associated with. They gave us some suggestions, but this is where things just start to escalate in terms of seriousness, because I suppose some people, they didn't receive pencils, or while they were writing, their pencils would break, and it's as though the drill instructor knew that these things would occur, and so he asked, hey, if there's anyone who needs a pencil, I need you to stand up right now. So a guy would stand up. I need a pencil, sir. This recruit needs a pencil, sir. And then that's when they came at him with that injury. What? We gave you a pencil when you came in here. We gave you a pencil when you came in. What's wrong with it? And the guy is of course very he's scared. And so a drill instructor goes over there, gives him a pencil, and he sits down. He starts catching up with everyone else, striping that out, initialing here, this and that. And then the guy up front would just as easily transition back into being calm. All right, now, is there anyone else who needs anything? And we're like, no. I mean, we ain't say it out loud, but we thinking, It was a couple people next to me. They ain't even have no pencils. They like, I'm just gonna borrow from this guy over here when he done. So we knew what was going to happen. The drill instructors were very abrasive. They were very intense. They screamed at you. You screamed at them. And that was just the easy part. The processing in, we didn't know that things were going to get exceedingly more hard. And so after we were done getting this piece of gear, getting our packs, signing this paper, they would also feed us. They were bringing these white boxes. It would be filled with a sub sandwich, an egg, a granola bar, and then they drop. I forget exactly what room we were in, but a drill instructor comes in there. Again, he has the hard cover. He is Mexican. He's around 6'2", 6'3", very tall guy. He was Mexican, and I just remember when he walked in there, he had his arms crossed, and when he spoke, he just looked like he was very uncomfortable, and he just spoke so intensely, and he just would act as though it was this rage inside of him that wanted to bust out. And his voice wasn't as strained as other drill instructors as well. But they dropped us off with him, and they were like, he was, I believe his name was drill instructor sergeant. Let's call him, uh, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a name. Drill instructor sergeant Escanada. Let's call him that. So drill instructor Sergeant Escanada, he he's like, all right, everyone, all right, everyone. Y'all are gonna scream back at me. It, I just remember anytime we would say anything, nothing was ever loud enough for him, and so he would just keep doing it. And when he screamed, he'd start off calm, and then we would speak back to him. All right, sir. And he would like, FAME! And it was like this big old explosion of spit that'd come out his mouth, and it'd splatter you all over the face. And it was just disgusting. So he tells us, hey, go out there. We're going to march, and we're going to go to the, well, he didn't tell us that, but he said, you're going to follow me. We're going to march. And we had all of our packs, big old packs, sea bags, probably around 15, 20, 25 odd pounds, and we're in formation, and the sun came up. It was extremely hot. It was, it was roasting. So we're marching in formation. We still have on, I believe, our civilian clothes, and we're marching on that concrete. And as we are marching, the impact of each step is just making our joints hurt. Mind you, we've been up for 3 days, but we're walking boom, 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 boom. Okay, and we are walking on this long concrete pavement. I mean, it looked like the yellow brick road. That's how, from the Wizard of Oz, that's how long this road was. And I guess he was waiting to get us on that road, because we got close to that barracks, and we were like, yes. And then he got on top of them stairs. He said, so y'all thought I wasn't gonna get my volume, right? And we were like, He's like, run back. Mind you, that road was long, and it was leading a little bit uphill too. But we started running that way. Boom, 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 boom. And he's like, run back. Okay, and we turned around. When people turn around, those big old packs hit the person in the back of you. They fall down, and now they got to get up. And so they're now we're running back. Boom, 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 boom. And he's just playing with us. Now run back. And we're like, all right, sir. Boom, 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 boom. And he's like, run back. And we just keep repeating it. He just keeps repeating the same thing. And then he zones in on me. Mind you, I was in the middle. He zones in on me. Hey, he's not running. Run back. And the people in formation, they started off as civil. They're like, why aren't you running? Come on, run faster. And, and so I'm running. Boom, 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 boom. He keeps blaming me for everything. He's still not running. And run back. Okay, we're running again. Boom, boom, boom. Mind you, the people all the way in the back who actually aren't running fast, they are telling me to run faster. And so I'm running faster. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, run back. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, now we're there. We sweating, dripping sweat, freaking out of breath. We were up for 3 days, musky. I mean, some people got their morning beard, and it's just bad. I think we had to be running for like 30 odd minutes. And then he finally tells us to get upstairs. We get up in there. 2 people open up the door. Everyone else rush inside. And it's this long bedroom, I suppose, or swad bay, you could say. The floors are wide. There's bunk beds on both sides. And in front of these bunk beds, it's a black line running all the way down it. And he tells us to disperse and get online. Okay. Boom. Aye, sir. We gonna do that. Boom, 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 boom. And he comes walking down. And that's when the games begin. Look, we were only on the third or fourth day, and I just had no idea the direction that it would go. But if you want to hear more of the story, comment below, and I'm gonna keep going on with this story.